Welcome back to .NET Lab. In this lesson, we'll learn how to handle unexpected errors globally in ASP.NET Core applications. Instead of writing repeated try-catch blocks in every controller or service, we'll use centralized exception handling to keep our code cleaner and our API responses more consistent. We'll start by looking at why handling exceptions separately in every endpoint creates repetitive and difficult to maintain code. Then we'll see how global exception handling lets us catch unexpected errors in one central place. We'll also discuss consistent error responses, centralized logging, and why production APIs should not expose internal exception details to users. A common approach is to place try-catch blocks inside every controller action. This works, but it quickly creates repeated code across the application. It also makes it harder to ensure every endpoint returns errors in the same format. When every controller handles errors differently, one endpoint may return plain text, another may return JSON, and another may forget to log the exception entirely. As the application grows, this becomes difficult to maintain and troubleshoot. ASP.NET Core provides centralized exception handling middleware. With this approach, unhandled exceptions are caught in one place instead of being handled repeatedly in every controller. This error endpoint returns a standard problem response when an unexpected exception occurs. The client receives a clear and consistent error message, without exposing internal implementation details. Problem details is a standard format for HTTP API error responses. Using a consistent format makes your API easier for front-end, mobile, and third-party developers to integrate with. The client should receive a safe and simple error response. But your log should contain the full exception details, including the stack trace and useful context for investigation. Never return raw exception messages, stack traces, database errors, connection details, or internal file paths to API clients. These details can expose sensitive information and make your application easier to attack. Global exception handling keeps your code cleaner, your API responses more predictable, and your production errors easier to investigate. Return safe and consistent messages to clients, while keeping the technical details inside your application logs. In the next lesson, we'll explore common API security mistakes in ASP.NET Core. We'll discuss authentication, authorization, protecting sensitive endpoints, and common security issues that can put APIs at risk. That's it for this lesson. Today we learned why repeated try-catch blocks can create unnecessary complexity, and how global exception handling provides a cleaner and more consistent solution. We also looked at standard error responses, centralized logging, and the importance of keeping internal exception details private. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more real-world .NET development lessons. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.